GameStop's 4 for 20 and 4 for 40 sale is back on pre-owned games. In today's video, guys, I'm going to go over the best games I think you should pick up on the sale for each of the price range, and also I'm going to go over some pros and cons at the end as well. Let's get started. What is going on, guys? Jim here with a video today. Before we get into today's video, which is going to be about the 4 for 40 and 4 for 20 sale, this is a poll I made yesterday, and you guys definitely chose this video, and this is the video for today. It should be out around 2 or 2:30 today. This video is going to talk about different ways to make the deal good and ways to not mess up the deal. There's so many different things to talk about in today's video. Let's just get started. Before we get started today's video, guys, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button, like this video, comment down below by the end of the video what stack of games you picked up on the sale, and also this sale, I think it runs to the end of the weekend, so keep that in mind. They're not telling you the dates lately, so keep that in mind. Let's get started. All right, so we're going to start out with some key things to know about this GameStop 4 for 20 sale. Now, keep in mind, this is only pre-owned games, so if you're looking for brand new games, this is not the deal for you because this is only pre-owned games. This is going to be games under $10 that are 4 for 20, so you can't get a $10.25 game for $420. That would be actually 4 for 40, so keep that in mind. So, yes, keep it on $9.99 and under so you don't mess it up. Okay. Oh, but we're going to talk about later in the video why I think you don't want to go too cheap in price with the games because it could really hurt the value and the profit from the games you're getting. Games under $20 is 4 for 40. So keep that in mind. 4 for 40 is definitely a really good deal, especially how many games I've saw on this and had to pick out. Also, all consoles count. Keep in mind there's a lot limited availability on certain consoles of different games, so keep that in mind as we get into the video. So deal number one is the 4 for 20 sale at GameStop. This is the one where you can get 4 $10 games like we just talked about, and you can see right here there's some examples of Watch Dogs Legion, Final Fantasy 15, Call of Duty World War II, and some other Switch game in the back. So yeah, those games are 4 for 20 it looks like, and games must be $10 and under to count on this deal. Order in store is the smartest idea, honestly. It's just the best idea if you want to get the best condition and stuff. Also, choose your games wisely. I'll talk about that in the video as we get into it. Deal number two is the 4 for 40 sale. This one's a lot better in my opinion. You got games that are 20 and under, so you can pick games out like Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 5, Deathloop on PS5, even Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle to be examples that GameStop's given. Games must be under $20, obviously. Much more games to choose from. Choose your games wisely. As just like the other one, which we're going to talk about in the video as well, and order in store is smartest once again. So let's actually talk about the best way to do these deals. All right, so good use of the deal number one is to buy Nintendo 3DS games. Let me tell you why. It is very, very difficult to buy Nintendo 3DS games anywhere, pre-owned. If you can find them in store at the covers and the artwork and stuff, this is a must. A few examples are Super Mario 3D Land, Mario Kart 7, and Paper Mario Sticker Star. Now, I know you're going to say Mario Kart 7 courses are all going to be in 8 eventually, but this is a huge opportunity to grab 3DS games. They're getting more and more harder to find, and there's a lot of them on there, but there's also a lot of them missing. I think Kirby Triple Deluxe wasn't there, and some other ones, but these three right here were here at the time of recording. So if you're looking for 3DS games, this is definitely the opportunity. Good use of the deal number two. Okay, this is going to be a little longer to talk about. This is going to be the Get 4 for 40. This is personally one of the better of the deals of the two, and so I put some random games together of ones you should definitely get. All right, starting to list off, we have Ni no Kuni White Witch Remastered. This is a PS3 game that got ported to the PS4, and this is a very charming game. I would definitely pick this up, part of this deal. Also, Red Dead Redemption 2, that is a must. I saw it on Black Friday on sale for like, what, 20 new. Now you can get 4 for 40, so you're getting it for $10. That's an excellent deal for Red Dead Redemption 2. Another game I recommend is Return to Arkham Collection. As you saw, I made a top 5 boss fight list on Arkham City. It'll be in the description below. Arkham Collection is a must for $19. Well, obviously, it's only going to be $10 when it's said and done. So, yes, the Arkham Collection is a must for Arkham Asylum with all DLC and Arkham City with all DLC. Next, we have Judgment. I also have Lost Judgment on here. These games are PS5 games. You're not going to get any cheaper than $10 each on these when you do the 4 for 40, so that is a must. If you like Sleeping Dogs and Yakuza type of games. Also, we have GTA 5 on this list. Yes, GTA 5 on Series X, actually in stock right now. That's a must for $10. That is a great deal. Another Rockstar game we have is LA Noire Remastered. This is one of the best and most underrated Rockstar games I've ever played, and great detective game and great story, except the ending. But yes, that is a great game to pick up as well. Also, I would pick up Dark Souls 3 Fire Fates Edition on the PS4. I know it's like $6.99 on Xbox, but this is the Fire Fates Edition. I don't think it's the Fire Fates Edition, so $18.99 for Dark Souls 3 Fire Fates Edition. I love Dark Souls, and I can't recommend that enough. Up next, we have Bloodborne. Bloodborne is my favorite Soulsborne game. I really love that game. I would highly recommend picking that up. I mean, for $10, you're getting these all for $10 if you do 4 for $40. Keep in mind, though, you are getting these games 4 for $40. You can't get 5 for $40. It's 4 for $40, obviously. And then last but not least, we have Xbox Series X version of Devil May Cry 5. This game has, 120 hertz. It's great. It looks good. And if you love Devil May Cry, this is the definitive version. Overall, these are the best games I would get that are 4 for $40. So that is just a recommendation. There's tons more, trust me. Good use of the deal number 3, we have games that are 4 for $20. 4 for $20 games are going to be games that are going to be under $10. You get 4 for $20, so do the math, that's $5 a game. It's not bad. So first one I would get is Batman Telltale, the first one. This one was free at one point, but obviously it isn't now, and if you missed it, this is like Batman the Animated Series with a twist. It's really cool. Persona 5, if you can live without the Royal expansion, and this is a must. I mean, $5 for Persona 5, that's a crazy deal. Great RPG. I beat the game. I loved it. Speaking of a great game, up next we have Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration. I doubt you're going to get that version with the booklet and stuff, but if you do, that's even better. But this game, nonetheless, is one of the best Tomb Raider games, and the whole series that's new, it's my favorite one. Definitely pick that up. Up next is a controversial game that I really like and I really don't like at the same time, but probably because I'm obsessed with the older Kingdom Hearts games. This is Kingdom Hearts 3. If you do 4 for $20 with this game again for $5, it's a must. I mean, this game is definitely great. It's just not better than 1 and 2 in my opinion. Up next we have Assassin's Creed Origins. This is my favorite Assassin's Creed game. I didn't play Odyssey or Valhalla yet, so I don't know about those games yet, but I can tell you right now that Origins is a really unique Assassin's Creed game. And for $5, that's insane. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remake. I remember this game was like $50 like a month or two ago. Now it's $5, but when you do the 4 for $20, that's insane. And then we have Mafia 3. I think the bugs are all gone with that game. I played it when it had the bugs, and I still loved it. Great story, great mission variety. Well, sort of. For $5, again, a great deal if you missed it on Plus. And last but certainly not least, Crash Insane Trilogy. Listen to this. 3 amazing Crash games for $5 when you do the 4 for $20. It's a must. And good use of the deal number 4, we have free PS5 and Series X upgrade games. So yes, if you are an owner of a PS5 and a Series X, these games right here will get you free upgrades, and they all count for this deal. So, for example, Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be a PS5 upgrade for free, but you're not going to get the DLC to integrate stuff. But still, for freaking $10, that's insane. And then Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, the complete edition for $10, while they just literally put a free patch on that game. That's awesome. So Resident Evil 2 Remake and also 3 Remake. I didn't put it down here. I also have the free upgrades as well, and so does Biohazard if you want that one, but that's more of a VR game in my opinion. So those games also will count for free upgrades. And then Star Wars Fallen Jedi Order, if you're ready for the next one next year, if you can find some games to mix with the $10 ones, definitely get Fallen Jedi Order, because that is a great deal. Keep in mind, I wouldn't get these games all at the same price like this in one transaction. I would obviously take Fallen Jedi Order and put it with $10 games, and I would take Final Fantasy, Witcher, and Resident Evil and put them in a stack together and find another game. I'm just showing you an example in this slide about what the new gen upgrade games you could pick from. Pros are out the way. Let's talk about some cons. And this one's a really important one, obviously. So bad use of the deal number 1 would be don't mix bad and good price games. Now, keep in mind, I'm not talking about mixing games that are bad in terms of score, like in terms of like Metacritic score. Everyone's opinion is different when it comes to certain video games, so that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the actual price of the game. Look at this, guys. If you picked up NHL 15, Just Dance 2019, Rocket Arena, and Scream Ride, of all those games, I played only Scream Ride. If you picked all those games up and you're going for the 4 for $20, don't do this. Not because of the games, like I said, it's because of the prices. You want to get the games that are closest to the $9.99 mark. That's why I was showing games that were literally in that price range. So yes, that is definitely a very important thing to know. So don't mix games that are $2 and $3 and $4 and $5 if you're trying to get 4 for $20, because that's going to add up under $20, honestly. Bad use of the deal number 2. Again, this is part 2 to the same thing we're just talking about. Don't mix bad and good price games. This time we're looking at games that are 4 for $40. If you picked out Soul Calibur 6 on PS4 for $11.99, WWE 2K19 for $12.99. You picked up Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered for $13.99, and you picked up Hasbro Family Fun Pack for $14.99. This is definitely not something I would recommend because you would only save, what, $2 on Soul Calibur, $3 on wrestling. If you pick these price games out, you are losing out on the best way to do this deal and get the best out of it. And honestly, I would stick with games that are $19.99 through $17.99. And for the other side of things, I would stick between $9.99 and $7.99. I wouldn't go as low as $15 for this side, and I would not go as low as $5 for the other side. That makes sense. So yes, choose your games priced wisely in different stacks. Bad use of the deal number 3. This is one of my biggest problems when it comes to GameStop, and this is buying online versus in store. If you want to know how your games come in the mail and then you don't want them shipped looking like random blank case like I got with Hat in Time, scratched and all kinds of stuff, damaged, wrong item, missing, who knows, could be a freaking Dorito bag shoved in there, who knows. I would definitely consider doing this in store. So yes, it is very important to know that this online could have a lot of issues, as you saw with the new games. If the new games are having this issue now, I can only imagine what they upgraded for the used games for this. But if you're not someone who cares about cases and covers and all that stuff and doesn't care about this stuff, then this is just going to apply more to a collector, I would say, in terms of the games and their artwork. But overall, let's look at some pros and cons of the sale. So pros, if you're a PS4 or Xbox One owner, you have some really amazing choices like Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 5, LA Noire. I think I just named all Rockstar games. Wow. Where's Midnight Club? No, it's not on the system. But PS5, Xbox Series X, decent selection of games. There are some games that you saw, and they're the upgraded games. Again, that's on this as well. If you were looking for certain PS5 and Xbox X games, Series X games, there is decent selection there, but not crazy like Xbox One and PS4, but it's still not that bad. Also, great way to stock up on older games. That is very true. If you're looking for games that are older, this is definitely the sale for you. New gen upgrade games, that was a very big one. I showed Final Fantasy for one, Witcher, insane. Free upgrades and only $10 per the sale. It's insane. In store, yes, the pros will be going into store, obviously, and buying the games. And if you find some hidden gems, maybe you can find like a game under $20 that seems rare to you, might be a good idea to pick it up. Like maybe Deadpool. I don't know why that game's so broken, but a lot of people are trying to find it. But it could have been a great game if they just brought the PS5 and Series X and actually fixed the physics to the game, making it look stutter every 2 seconds. But yeah, that's besides the point. Cons, pre-owned games. If you're not someone who likes pre-owned games, this is sale definitely not for you. And this is honestly going to be a tough one for me to do unless it's PS4, Xbox One, or the Switch. I'm not going to touch the new generation consoles with used games. I'm just very weird with that. And there's a limited stock of Switch games to choose from. That's why you didn't see that a lot on this video, because there's very limited amount to see. Online would be a bad choice to buy the games if you're trying to go for the best route of condition and stuff. Watch for random price adjustments. GameStop is notorious for just adjusting a price one day to the other. Keep in mind, January 2023 games are here, and even February, even the VR is going to definitely make this harder for someone to do when all that stuff's coming out. There's limited stock, keep that in mind. A lot of games are going quick. I would definitely hop on this deal if you really want. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button, like this video, comment down below what you guys thought about these different points in the video, and also let me know if you are picking up like Red Dead or LA Noire or any type of game like that. And also keep in mind that this sale does end probably at Saturday night into Sunday of this weekend. It's a great way to start off 2023 with a sale like this. Personally, it's really good if you are after pre-owned games and some of the older ones. Honestly, if you're not someone who wants pre-owned games and is waiting for 2023 games, obviously this is something to skip. Let me know what you guys think. Stay awesome, stay positive, most of all, stay safe. Peace out, guys.